Finally, it all started today. I have 4 major announcements for you that were just released today, including one of which directly relates to those of you receiving a fixed income benefit like Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, and survivor's benefits. So let's get right into it. But thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video. Information continues to change very rapidly right now. I'm doing all the research and breaking it down into these short videos so that you can stay updated every single day as this information is being released, hot off the wire. That is my duty for you and this community, as well as my commitment to all of you right here in this community. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's jump right into the update. All right, so President Biden was just out a short time ago talking about the trucking industry. Now, the president doesn't come out talking about the trucking industry all that often, but he was out talking about this and trying to figure out ways to incentivize more people coming into this industry, because according to the reports right now, this industry is short about 80,000 drivers. And according to the administration, they are saying this is what's causing a lot of the inflation that we are dealing with right now because of the bottlenecks in the supply chain. Now, all of this is up for debate because this may be leading to a little bit of the inflation, but I think there's a lot of other pressures out there right now that are actually causing the major inflation that all of us are seeing in a big way. But either way, this probably will help a lot of the supply chain issues and alleviating some of the shortages that we are seeing on our store shelves on a pretty regular basis. If you happen to see that in your area as well, I know that that's happening here in our area as well. When you go out to your stores, maybe there's not as many products on your store shelves. They're looking maybe a little bit empty every so often. You might go in there and some random products are completely gone and waiting to be restocked. So kind of some weird things going on out there. But the president is out coming out these initiatives to incentivize more people to get into the trucking industry to help alleviate and to help fill in the 80,000 people deficit in this one industry as well. Now, here's one more thing I want to point out as well, which I think was kind of interesting. I was doing some more digging on this and found a separate statistic about this. So here's what it said. In 2021, the turnover rate for long-haul drivers was 96%. So long-haul drivers being, the people that get into their vehicle and drive literally maybe 12 hours a day for a couple days at a time, maybe across the entire country or across, 4, 5, 6 states, something like that. So apparently the turnover was 96% for these individuals in 2021. I don't really know what it's supposed to be, but honestly, that seems really high to me, right? So basically, a lot of people are getting into the industry last year and saying, driving for 3 days straight, 12 hours a day, maybe that's just not for me, right? I don't blame them one bit. Oh man, but anyway, certainly a very important job for some people, and they're trying to do what they can to bring more people in to help us get this products across our country and of course across the states. So President was talking about that a short time ago. Now next, as long as we're talking about groceries here a little bit, let's quickly talk about another announcement that just came out today from a major grocery CEO out of the East Coast. So this guy came out and he was predicting, because he's in the grocery industry, he knows things very well. I would anticipate anyway, he probably knows the grocery industry very well. He's anticipating over the next 30 to 45 days, grocery prices will spike another 10% because of inflation. That's not what we want to hear, right? So let's really hope that this guy, even though he's a CEO of a large grocery chain, things like this, let's just hope that he's wrong, right? He probably knows what he's talking about, but at the end of the day, let's just really hope that he is maybe completely wrong with all of these predictions here. But he's basically saying because of the supply chain issue, all of this major inflation and everything going on globally right now, as far as the global conflict and everything else going on out there, he's predicting food prices to increase by about 10% in the next 30 to 45 days. That would be a huge, massive spike in a very short period of time. So I guess only time will tell, but I guess let's just cross our fingers that he is completely 100% wrong with this prediction, because that is not what we need right now. Increased prices on literally the same old things, just like we've been dealing with for the last year now, right? So Let's hope that he's wrong on that one. Of course, as I do get more information, of course, I'll continue to bring it to you right here in these videos and keep you updated as I do get more information on that. But anyway, interesting stuff. Let's quickly talk about another announcement here out of the IRS. So the IRS has come out and said there is $1.6 billion of outstanding stimulus checks. This translates into 644,705 people. Apparently, it's in its exact number, 644,705 people are still due a $1,400 stimulus check from last year. So if you did not receive your stimulus check from last year in 2021, it sounds like the IRS probably has it, and you probably want to get that from them. Now, again, this is not accounting advice, and this is not tax advice, because I do not know your exact situation, and everybody's situation is very different. However, the IRS has indicated that the only way that you can get your stimulus check from last year is, of course, by filing a 2021 tax return. So if you did not get a check, you might want to look into that, because you might want to get that money out of the IRS. Now, one more point here. The IRS is not going to send you a letter. They're not going to send you a phone call. They're not going to send you a text. And they're certainly not going to show up at your door saying, excuse me, it looks like we have $1,400 of yours. Would you like to claim it? They're not going to do that, okay? So if you receive a text message or a phone number or an email claimed to be from the IRS and that they owe you some money, please do not answer, and please do not give them your personal information. I guarantee it is not the IRS. They will, in some instances, send you a letter, but it will never be a letter saying, we owe you money. In fact, if you get a letter from the IRS, it's generally a letter from them saying, you owe us money, right? That's about all they ever send out, is those kinds of letters. So anyway, just want you to be aware of that. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there right now, so please just be careful, protect yourself, and keep your personal information private, right? Your personal information, please do not share it with anybody. There's a lot of weird stuff going on out there, so got to make sure that you're staying protected. All right, let's talk about another announcement that just started today. Yeah, just started today. Wow, 2 years into this. Well, more than 2 years into this, about 2 years and 2 months into this whole thing. And it just started for those of you living on a fixed income. So for those of you who have Medicare, not Medicaid, but Medicare, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services came out and said, congratulations, you can now go to your local pharmacies and you can buy COVID tests and Medicare will now pay for them. So 2 years and 2 months into the COVID situation, thank you very much, Medicare, they will now start paying for your COVID tests. Does anybody buy COVID tests anymore? I'm just saying, maybe you still do, but I mean, the whole COVID thing, it's been going on for a long time now, but they've just finally decided to start paying for these starting today. But guess what? There's a caveat. Just like always, there's always a caveat behind everything. Let me tell you the details on this, because you got to know this. Otherwise, if you buy a COVID test and it's outside of this parameter, you might be paying for it. So let me tell you the details. So here's the thing. They will be paying for COVID tests in the event the public health emergency declaration is still put in place. Well, they will start paying for your COVID tests starting today. However, guess what? On the end of the day, April 15th, so basically let's just call it the morning of April 16th, as of right now, the public health emergency declaration is set to expire. So you get basically 2 weeks to go out to the store and buy some COVID tests to have Medicare pay for them if you're interested. Otherwise, when the public health emergency declaration expires at the end of the day on the 15th, or let's just call it right away in the morning on the 16th of April, so literally 2 weeks. No, wait, today's the 4th. I lost track of days. For some reason, I thought today was the 2nd. Today's the 4th. So that gives you 12 days. I'm sorry, less than 2 weeks. You get to go out to the store and buy some COVID tests so that Medicare can pay. Wow, very generous of them, right? Wow, seriously. So anyway, this announcement was supposed to be coming way back in March, but of course it didn't arrive. So now we are early in April. Today is April 4th as I make this video, Monday, April 4th. This now starts today. I apologize. At first I thought today was the 2nd. I was off by 2 days for some weird reason, but no, today is actually the 4th. So you can start doing that today. So be aware that this is only effective, according to this report I was reading about this is only available provided the public health emergency declaration is put in place. If this is allowed to expire, then guess what? Medicare is off the hook, according to what I was reading on this, and that's in about 12 days from right now. So just want you to be aware of that. If you happen to go and buy a COVID test and and we're outside of that range, as in the 16th or after, and the public health emergency declaration has expired, just be aware they probably won't be paying anymore, okay? But if that gets extended out, then Medicare might be on the hook a little bit longer. So anyway, just want to let you know about this. This was an announcement we got back, I don't even know, maybe 2 months ago, maybe back in January or something like that. January, maybe early February or so, we got this report saying, oh yeah, Medicare will start paying in early spring. Well, spring's been around for about, 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks now. So they're paying, but starting today. Anyway, I want you to be aware of that. If you're interested in buying some COVID tests, by all means, go at it. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell you. They'll pay for up to 8 COVID tests per month. So it's April, I guess, like, eat your heart out, right? Go buy yourself 8 COVID tests and have Medicare pay for it if you want. So anyway, I don't know. It just seems like a total joke to me. I mean, honestly, not the COVID thing. I'm just saying this whole thing, like, where were they 2 years ago when everybody really needed COVID tests? You know what I mean? Like, where were they a year ago? But now here we are. The whole thing's kind of wrapping up, and they finally step in and start paying. I don't know. It just seems really weird to me. Like, the timing on this is terrible. Seriously, the timing is really, really bad. So, again, just throwing some opinions out there, which honestly nobody cares about, but I'm just saying, I don't know. A lot of times I sit here and try to scratch my head wondering what is really going on. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, who is behind this stuff? Like, this should have been done a long time ago. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I can be, so please leave your comments and questions down below. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. There's a button right down below the video. It's totally free to do so you can stay here and I can keep you updated each and every day. And of course, I can always throw my uneducated opinions into the videos, as nobody really cares about, but you never know. I don't know. I guess I'm just a realist and I'm very logical with the way that I think. So when I see something that doesn't make any sense to me, it completely confuses me. So I apologize, but sometimes I just can't hold back. If you know what I mean, right? So anyway, thanks so much for watching this. I really do appreciate you. Enjoy your day. Stay safe out there. As I do get more information and updates on anything else going on, of course, I'll be right back here for you, breaking it down and to help you out in any way that I possibly can. So again, subscribe down below, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other over 2,300 videos right here on the channel. And I'll catch you again later in the next video. Thanks so much.